Hey, it's Ken. One more video this morning. We're going to be done. I'm a member of Biking Preparedness Patreon. Have been for quite a while. And a couple of years ago, Pastor Joe Fox would kind of give us these little assignments to do, right? But I think the one I did participate in was VTT2. It was about starting a fire without a chemical fire starter. And because only one person had done it, so I made a video. My main point here is, when I was watching other people doing their videos about making a fire, okay, you would think that people who call themselves preppers know how to make a fire without a chemical fire starter. And there's various types, right? There's, we used to call them heat tabs. That's my favorite, trioxylene. I think you can still purchase it on eBay, but we used heat tabs to heat water for coffee. And we didn't have the new MREs with the heater element in it. Matter of fact, when I first went into the military, we were still eating out of C rations. So if you wanted some hot coffee, you know, we had heat tabs where you could warm your food, warm your coffee, whatever the case may be. But what I found interesting was the amount of lighters that guy wore out in this little training exercise that Pastor Joe had assigned us. I mean, I was really kind of surprised. So I wanted to do this video about fire. Making a fire without a chemical fire starter. Whether it's homemade or you purchase it, the goal was to go out, start a fire with just stuff you pick up off the ground, and you build a fire. And I was really surprised at the amount of people who struggled. I mean, some people couldn't even get it done. And it's my opinion that if you're a prepper, you need to know how to start a fire without some type of chemical assistance. And I'm going to tell you, and I think it took me a while to learn this, your tinder is everything. If you don't have good tinder, you are going to struggle to make a fire. Hands down. That's all there is to it. Now this is my favorite tinder, right here. See all this fluff right here? This is a grass that grows in our local area. I mean, it's freaking everywhere. Prolific everywhere. This thing will catch on fire in a heartbeat. All right? Even if everything around you is wet, this is, I don't know what kind of grass it is, but this catches on fire easily. So this is how I start my tinder bundle right here with a lot of this, okay? So my point here is you need to find out what exists in your area that creates a good tinder bundle. Because if you don't have a good tinder, you're not going to be able to start a fire. And I think that it's my opinion that that's not normally said when you see these bushcraft guys making fires. They don't really talk about how important your tinder bundle is. If you know, they show how they make a tinder bundle, and they use a metal match to start them, but they don't really talk about it. They just pretty much show you how they do it. So once again, I'm going to state, if you don't have a good tinder bundle, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle very badly, and you probably won't be successful. So whatever it is in your area, whatever type of grass that you have in your area, that once you have dried it out, it sparks very easily, you need to figure it out. And my question is to you is, when was the last time you started a fire without some type of chemical assistance? Now, I'm not talking about a lighter. You can start your fire with a lighter. I mean, that's the simplest way to do it. The question is, do you need some type of fire starter to help you? Do you know what kind of native grass or weed or whatever it may be in your area that's prolific, it's everywhere, that will help you start a fire easily without any struggle? So I would suggest if you think you can start a fire because you watched a lot of videos about starting a fire, well, guess what? You probably cannot start a fire. You need to go, that's something you need to practice, right? It's kind of like shooting a pistol. You don't get good shooting a pistol without practice. So you need to get out and practice making a fire. So it is important to you. I know that I've heard some people in the prepper community say that there's too much emphasis in the on bushcraft skills, but I'm going to tell you that's not true. If you can't start a fire without some type of chemical fire starter to help you, then you need to get out and figure it out. You need to get out and get it done. Okay, start your fire, or go out and practice starting your fires. And where I would start is you need to go out in your local area, find different type of grasses or weeds, find one that's prolific. It's everywhere you look. You only have to walk maybe a couple 100 meters to find it, and it strikes very easily, and it burns very hot. So that's my suggestion for you. As far as fire is concerned, you need to learn how to make fire. You don't want to be in an emergency and you do not have a chemical fire starter to figure out you really don't know how to make a fire, right? And you'd be amazed. You'd be amazed. I was amazed to watch these people sending in these videos, and they were really struggling making a fire. My goodness, what is going on? You know? And as you can see by the clothing I'm wearing, it's starting to get cooler here. And if you had to make a fire to stay warm, could you do it without a chemical fire starter? I'm hoping that if you see this video, that you'll take this seriously, that you will go out and learn how to make a fire without a chemical fire starter. What in your area is going to assist you to make a fire the easiest way? What is in your tinder bundle? Do you know what's in your tinder bundle? If you think little sticks are going to do it, you're wrong. Little sticks don't catch on fire very easily. There have to be a lot of heat involved. And if you don't have something that what is your go-to, if you don't know what your go-to is, whatever it is, then you're going to struggle making fires without a chemical fire starter. So I hope you get out there and practice. Find out what it is in your area that makes the best tinder bundle, some type of weed or grass that's going to help you out. Hope you have a blessed day.